Welcome back, everyone. My name is Rafael, and for all my new YouTube viewers, this is my YouTube channel, Coffee Talk with Rafael. So today, a few things. I wanted to go ahead and show what kind of mug we're going to be using for today. This is a pretty unique mug. It has a bunch of skulls on it and some pretty cool designs on it. So I hope you can get a little bit of a close-up on that. You see the cool designs on there? It's pretty neat. So I'm going to be using this mug today and going into detail on the coffee that I'm going to be preparing for my coffee talk with Rafael today. So let's see what's brewing on the coffee pot. Let's go. Follow me this way. Okay, Insight Squad, we're back. As you can see my setup here, once again, I have my trusty skull mug there. And today's coffee choice is going to be a little different. Decided to go with the Folgers Colombian. And I'm going to go ahead and infuse that in my portable little Keurig catcher here. So what I basically do is I put the coffee in this little mechanism. I close it and then I put it back into the Keurig. I fasten the Keurig down and then I go ahead and I make the coffee. So it's a little bit of a coffee setup here today. So I'm going to do the best I can with only having one hand because I'm holding the camera with the other hand. One more little important detail is that I already have the water in there ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and close that lid. I'm going to grab my little trusty spoon here and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can actually pull this off. So what I have to do is I have to put the coffee grinds here into here. So let's see if I can do this without spilling it all over the place. You got to have steady hands to do this. So coffee grinds are going to go in my little Keurig coffee cup. I'm going to do maybe 2 scoops of that. Hopefully I don't spill it everywhere. Got to have steady hands, folks, to do this type of thing. Let's see. Let me just scrape some of that coffee, those coffee grinds in there. I'm going to go with a little bit more, maybe a half a spoon. Put some of that coffee in there. Okay. All right. We got that one taken care of. Now I'm going to go ahead and close this little thing here. And I'm going to just put it into the coffee Keurig. Let me go ahead and put my coffee grinds back into my little coffee container here. I'm going to go ahead and set that out of the way. And now we're going to go ahead and put our skull mug underneath the Keurig. And as I mentioned in my last video, I'm going to pop that lid down there and push that little button and wait for the coffee magic to happen. So we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, Inside Squad, we got that coffee made and I'm gonna go ahead and put my creamer in. I'm using a fork today as opposed to a knife because someone told me that a fork actually stirs the cream in the coffee a little better than a knife. So let's go ahead and get this creamer in here. As you guys know, the ones who've been watching my videos, I like a good amount of creamer in there. Let me just shake that around a little bit. Put a little, whoop, that might be a little bit too much. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and see how well this fork does. And stirring that coffee and breaking it all up. Oh, okay, look at that. Oh, it's the color I like. Now the color that I like to get my coffee is like a light, sort of a light brown, almost caramel color. That lets me know that I got the right amount of creamer in there. All right, and I'm just gonna stir that around. I had one of my viewers tell me that they like the sound of the clanking sound off of the glass or off of the cup. So I'm gonna just keep stirring that around a little bit, a little tapping. All right, maybe give it a little bit more of a little stir. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my creamer back to where it was. And I'm gonna, let me just get some of these little coffee grinds in there out of the way. A little more stir. Okay, now let's see what our taste test tells us. That's really good. All right, let's go ahead and get down to business. I will talk to you shortly. Insight Squad, welcome back. And for all my new viewers, I have this thing for my audience so I can feel more like we're friends here, right? We're all friends. I like to call my audience the Insight Squad. Insight is spelled INSINGHT. Insight, INSIGHT, Insight Squad. So that's what I reference my audience because you guys are so wonderful. So a little bit about me for all my new viewers. is that my name is Rafael. I am an inspiring poet, writer, and voiceover artist. And I like to write a lot of good material. And I mentioned this in my first video. The reason why I like to write is because I feel like writing is therapeutic, and it's a form of therapy to get all your problems and all your issues that you're dealing with every day kind of out on paper. It kind of helps you resolve those problems in the sense of it being therapeutic. So that's the reason why I like to write. And basically, the way my show works, or my YouTube channel works, is, give me one moment. And I was going to tell you guys, if you're out there sipping coffee, go ahead and take a sip with me. I mean, I don't mind sharing, but if you can go out there and get you a nice cup of coffee, and you can, while you're watching my YouTube channel, as I take a sip, you're more than welcome to take a sip. But getting back into the whole therapeutic thing, is I feel like writing is therapeutic. And what I do on each video is I write a piece of literature, and I just basically share that literature with my audience and try to give a little bit of advice to kind of help you along the way. So that's really the basis of my YouTube channel. And outside of having a nice, warm, delicious cup of coffee. So the literature I wrote for my audience today, Insight Squad, goes a little something like this. It's a coffee poem, or a coffee literature. Poem, literature, it's sort of all the same, right? But I basically wanted to focus more on the coffee today. So what I wrote for you goes a little something like this. Steam curls like a whisper from the rim of waiting, dark as midnight, softened by the swirl of cream. It tastes like slow mornings when the world hasn't decided what to do. Not just yet. What it will be yet, and neither have you. Sweet coffee lingers, not just on the tongue, but in special places, in special moments, where the warmth gathers, as in people gathering. Each sip, a small forgiveness. Each breath, a gentle beginning. Try that breathing. Inhale, exhale. It's like a good cup of coffee, right? I'll repeat that once again. Each sip, like small forgiveness. That's so delicious. Each breath, a gentle beginning. Bitterness, tamed, not erased, made kinder by the sweetness. The sweetness to me comes from the individual that's drinking the coffee. Everybody's different, right? Everybody enjoys their coffee a little differently. Some people prefer iced coffee. Some people prefer warm coffee. Some people prefer their coffee just black with no sugar, no cream or anything. Well, you already know how I like my coffee. I like my coffee with a good amount of creamer. So the little bit of advice I'd like for you to take away for today, and then also to share this video with any of your friends, family members, relatives, anybody you know that might need it, is that coffee is a great way to bring people together. I did mention that in my last video, and I'll say it once again. Coffee is a great way to bring people together. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what your history is. It doesn't matter if you grew up on this side of the world or that side of the world. Coffee. It brings people together. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this YouTube channel with anyone you know out there that might benefit from it. Also, like my videos and share my videos. I did mention that. Like, share, subscribe. You guys have been great, Insight Squad. Until next time.